Test. With some emphasis. 1, 2, 3, cameras rolling, sounds rolling. Actually, everything's rolling. Nobody knows where to, but we're moving forward. Morning, it's Malweather. The legendary board from Osterholz with orange hands, which my translation story has big problems with, because it always turns the green ends into green hands. My green-orange hands? Yeah, I hope I'm not annoying you too much with the English stuff. It's just a great toy. Is there more coming? Don't worry. Surprisingly, these English things have view counts, not huge, but way more than I expected. The question is, are all these people Germans watching this and saying, oh, this is in English? Oh, there's a link to the German version, or maybe the first Americans? I have no idea. It could be whatever, as long as someone is watching it. So, this is all a DJI Pocket 2 creator combo. How did I end up with something like this? I mean, I'm always a bit behind when it comes to hardware because I'm stingy and I always buy used. No, I just leave the alpha testing to others, or actually the gamma testing to other people, and especially I let them pay the high price, and then I jump in later on, and somewhere I think I saw how that came about. Anyway, someone was selling a DJI Pocket in Osterholz Scharmbeck, and I checked classifieds, and thought at that price I should look closer. If so, I check what it normally costs. What are the prices these days? I looked more and found not only a DJI Pocket 1, but for the same price, a DJI Pocket 2 creator combo. What are the common prices these days? So I obviously look around a bit more and check here and there, and I found out, oh, I'm not just getting a DJI Pocket 1, but for exactly the same price, I got a DJI Pocket 2 creator combo. That's quite a bit more than I originally thought. I know that there are a million videos out there doing exactly what I'm doing, just much earlier, much better, with way more experience. But you know, never let that stop me. I just do it anyway. Especially because I'm feeling somewhat down. Or rather, I'm quite impressed. Everything that's included here. And goes through them one by one. So first, the gimbal itself, this little block here, it does, and then it does that. And with the push of a button, it also lets you film yourself. And I've been playing around with these first gimbals back when they were still new. By now, that's pretty much the standard. It can do everything the big gimbals can do, just somehow faster and lighter. There's a monitor included, which means you can flip it around and see yourself while filming. You can switch the monitor back and forth between full screen, but then it only does 4:3, 16:9 full screen. Then there's the famous black bar at the top and bottom of the monitor, simply because there's no more space. I saw that there's now, I think, the Pocket 4 where you can rotate the monitor. The thing about the story is that all this stuff just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And here's the funny part, it's small. I'll turn it off again, because you can see working gadgets just about anywhere online. That's why I'm focusing on the stuff that's included here. And I have to say, someone actually thought this through here and there. So first of all, there's a magnification here, what do you call it? A fisheye, so it makes the lens even bigger, and it's placed right in here, and simply attached in front of the actual camera with magnets. Let's see, can you see me? Can you see me better like this? It's hard to look here right now. Yeah, sure. Well, it's held in place with magnets so it doesn't come off. Then you can see here, there are also two weird little plug things that go on here. With this, you can dock the device directly to an Android, or what's it called, that weird shovel company, Apple. But that's actually not necessary, because it works just fine via wireless. Then you could also fit a microscopically small tripod here. If it were included, which you could screw in down here, something you can't see right now, to set the camera down somewhere. It says so, and I would say that the tripod looks like a fly's leg. So I think it can be relatively easily replaced with something else. At this price, I'm not complaining about stuff like that anyway. Yeah, you can just kind of shove it in here like this. There's a cover over it. Added an extension here with 3 extensions, joystick and extra button, and there's a cutout there. I thought it wouldn't fit with the button, but it fits perfectly. One downside is, tap the side button to turn on the cameras. At first I thought I wouldn't be able to fit it in with the button, but I was wrong. It fits perfectly. So, with this camera on, no, that's one of the few downsides. You just tap this button on the side once, and the cameras are on. That goes super fast. You can't even look that quickly. Then what's also included is a microphone. a wireless microphone at the back, like the ones you see today. You know, one of those clip things. USB. Where was it again? An external microphone input, an internal microphone, and one of those fluffy windshields is included, which you can clip on when you're running around outside, and it connects directly to the device. So to the camera, you don't need any receivers or anything like that. Then I first said, well, my God, if you're always carrying this around, you're just adding another piece to the load. Yeah, what's also included is really nice. It's an extended battery. You can just clip on here at the bottom. So now I have more battery and of course a tripod thread, and I also have an external microphone input in case you want to work without a microphone or wireless. Card slot on the side, yeah, that's nice to have. A little more juice is always good, but then it no longer fits in the case. Ha, 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 ha. Someone actually thought this through. Finally, someone sat in the production office who really turned on their brain instead of just saying, well, there's a little windscreen included. That's the cover thing that comes with it. You can actually swap this out. You can just slide it to the side. There's this joystick and a button, or nothing at all, or these two little things are in there, which you can then use instead to connect directly to the phone. This here is a base cap with nothing on it. This here is a slightly larger base cap with a 1/4-inch thread, which is of course the same as what you have with the long thing down here. And that's not all. I really think that's super well thought out. If you don't need the big battery, the thing is almost just as small, even with the wireless microphone, for the creator. I'm just going to pour this in here, then the nonsense is gone. The white cardboard that's in here, little cardboard box, that's where the individual parts were. Put that in there. The cover plate in there too. No small parts are missing, like for example, the tripod. So that's included as well. Also included in the price, which I won't tell you. But I tell you, that's the kind of price, an offer he can't refuse. 2001. Yeah, this here. This is already... Oh, I should probably mention, that's quite a handful. This thing looks like a piece of plastic, but it really has some weight to it. So it feels like something... It feels like if it falls, it's going to break. But not because everything is so flimsy and falls apart, but because it would probably make a hole in the asphalt. These are the right dimensions here. What you have... Yeah, and here... Now I'm thinking, no, there's not another battery in here, but this weird device here, this clip thing, you can do it like this. And then you see, they made this especially for some content creators so they can get it spinning. Do you see those weird connections? Those are exactly the ones under this sliding thing. It clips the device in like this, and then you have a full connection. If you don't have rubber hands like me, and then you have a full connection to the whole thing. Nice big buttons, switches, and a big joystick and everything. Really great. Gimbal on, gimbal off, everything is possible. This is really great. Here. I was wondering, what could that be? Phone holder, you can then clamp your phone in sideways and connect to the camera with the usual app. I've already tried that. Works great, and you can control everything, look at everything, and then go anywhere. Now here comes the next joke. Yes? Is that all there is? That can't be everything. So that means with the idiot receptor, really nice and long. How long is this here? So from the handle down, that's 23 centimeters. I measured my bones. 1, 2, 3. A little bit. There we have 66, 70 centimeters. And it could also be 75 centimeters. You just set it up upright. So you can either film into the crowd or really far away. Like up to the ceiling, for example, for instance. Or you can film yourself from a certain reasonable distance. And down here you can adjust it. So that's really practical. So as I said, the whole point of this entire setup is to be small and portable. You won't always take it with you. I can easily imagine that. If you just want to mess around a bit, maybe record for just an hour, then you can just leave the thing off at the bottom. I read somewhere that the thing lasts about an hour and 15 minutes with the standard battery. In its normal configuration, or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But you end up carrying it around like that. I would say that's manageable. I'm just going to take this thing out for a spin soon. Oh, you just saw it. if you push it in like this into this nice transport bag and then press exactly on this switch, maybe I should get used to putting the good piece in the other way around. It's slotted on both sides. Yeah. It fits in there. So, yeah, exactly. Just like that. And then you can't always reach this switch here, especially not when you're putting it in, and then you're stuck on site. Oh, the battery is dead. That's really annoying. No, that's not it. You can also see here, for example, right now at the microphone up there, that corner is just right so that the microphone fits perfectly in there. Well, I have to say, this whole thing surprised me. These days, I always feel like you're just buying stuff. The coolest technology from the day after tomorrow, this super jogging suit. In life-affirming, designer camouflage colors made of the finest polyester. It's really practical for up here. It's not quite as warm as I'd like it to be. T-shirt time is winter, so it always works well against temperatures. So, to put it briefly, my videos are always short and to the point. I'm really surprised. Of course, I've already tried the thing out, filmed a bit. Wireless microphone, you turn it on, and it automatically connects to the camera. Here's a slide switch. So not a push button, but a proper little slide switch. Now it's blinking and saying I'm trying to make contact with the camera, but the camera is off. That means you even get a Lemmy that tells you what you're doing right now. Yeah, and like I said, external microphone, for example, when riding a motorcycle. But I probably won't do that with this thing, because I haven't had the best experiences with motorcycle riding and a mechanical gimbal, even though this one is very, very small. I will continue to use the Insta for that. But I can imagine, for example, when I do one of those I hold my action cam out videos again, it's going to be so shaky and all. Even when I use the phone camera, it drags along, the decent monitor attached. Even then, everything is somehow like that afterwards. And I would say the gimbal could help with that. I'll give that a try in the future. Yeah, overall, I'm really happy with it so far. We'll have to wait and see how it all looks over time, whether it's as great as it seems right now. But until then, I have to say, this combo for the price I got it for, which I won't reveal to you. Yeah, take it with you. By the way, this thing is interestingly called the DJI Pocket 2 Creator Combo. This here is called the Osmo Pocket Extension Rod. Yeah, that's actually just an understatement, but it's a good deal. So, that was really brief. And to the point, what do I have here? 13 minutes. I always have to pay a bit of attention now. Did I get tangled up too? No! Gotta pay a bit of attention because this translation app isn't just any app. You actually have to pay for it. They don't translate it. Free. You really have to shell out some euros for that. So, the plan I have right now is only valid for 1 month because I didn't want to commit to a whole year right off the bat. And depending on the plan, the free trial is a maximum of 3 minutes and 3 videos per month. Then there's the next level up, which is a maximum of 5 minutes and, wow, I don't know, maybe 10 videos per month, I can't really remember. And I took the next higher one, which is up to 30 minutes long and allows for unlimited videos. I guess I'll take advantage of that for now. So for the first time this month, all these Air videos are being translated like crazy. Yeah, so I'll keep their servers running 24 hours a day. And we'll see how things go after the month, how it develops, whether I'll keep doing some English translations in the future. There are English translations, but whatever. We want to see what the Americans think about it because there are definitely a few translation issues in there since I don't always speak super clearly. Sometimes I throw in a bit of slang or an accent or whatever, and that translation thing really struggles with that. A real problem. And as for the syncing, all my old air rifle videos are kind of headless. And then there's 2001. Synchronizing that isn't always easy, but I've noticed that as soon as my face is visible, it handles the lips and everything really well. Alright, let's take a look. Thank you very much for watching. Look, the guy in the language that AI can't translate very well, there I am with the camera. All by myself again, and good morning. Bye. Now we're back to the touchpad. At some point I figured out how to do it with a tip. The pad is actually working great, but you really have to have the right touch. Let's say 3, 2, 1, go. So now I'm going to type very carefully